I don't know about any of this shit. No, want to know in a sense, like, yeah, I mean, if I just say, like the woman I was with for well over a decade, and we'll go back to that's why I'm so sick with that David Maggi thing. Not to, I see the pain in his eyes, like I feel for him, like whatever, like I think it's, it couldn't hide it. Like there's some, when last video I saw from him, some pain in his eyes, some pain. I'm talking about look deep. To make light of it. So like, so all these pursued wars people seem we have between each other, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, just keep on doing what you feel like you need to keep on doing. See how that works out for you. So many things could pop in the head right now. Is that there's no drugs, so that don't make my transmission better at the moment. I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all don't know what ADHD is? Fuck. I mean, I didn't accept till like my sister. Then I was like, some girl that goes, "Hey, brains," It's like, oh yeah. It's like, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's just a small blackboard, small RAM memory, and I thought, well, what's wrong with that? Well, you need a bunch of useless information, especially in text form, and which is actually digital in the end. It's like, what do you need all that? What's that to do with living? That's time. That's a time-based consideration. Having a bunch of useless information in your head, isn't it? Outside of time, what does that matter? What's ADHD matter outside of a time construct? Okay, I don't know. Whatever. So yeah, I know it's like, is that why sometimes I was like, please stop? I mean, am I really saying please stop to someone? I just thought I'm talking. I speak out loud in general more than my dad used to talk to matter. That's kind of where I picked it up. My dad used to talk to matter like he expected it to behave to a certain degree. And I thought that's kind of natural. Like, yeah, matter, you don't. So in a sense, whatever. Maybe you do. But it's like you kind of expect it. Like, come on, matter. Don't be so irreverent. I don't know. So like so I have a natural inclination. Try not to exploit that. I ain't don't to draw attention, but I do it mainly like in my bed when pain hits me, and it does. And I've been wondering for a long time because my sister's into pain management. That's her profession as a nurse practitioner, and it's like, yeah, I just noticed how binary the signal is. Maybe it's not supposed to be. I was wondering, why isn't it more analog? Why isn't there like a progression? Why is it so on and off? Why is it like completely non-existent and just out of nowhere? I mean, that would explain Voodooldom, I guess. I mean, if there's a voodoo doll. I know I was down Lula, Mississippi, like, some guy said, yeah, some guy just rode up on a bike from Louisiana or from New Orleans. It looks just like you. Okay, is that a doppelganger or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I keep telling that story. It's all too. I just, it's like if you think you got someone new you talk to, you rehash these stories to get them some kind of I don't know, some kind of congruence or something. That's the right word. Just some kind of like kind of condensing of some relevant, make the information relevant. This is a bad place, but this is a park. It's like it's a natural park. It doesn't have any plumbing. There's like two porta potties. There's two porta potties. Two porta potties, and like it's more organic than the one up the road, and extend Olive Branch, Mississippi, or whatever. Hey, there's no red and black. Is that radio? Radio black car. Hey, red and black. How you doing, red and black car? Look at you. You can't even see that. Yeah, you can't see the red on it. I don't know. So I wonder, like, if there was a twin attacking me, who would that twin be? I mean, does that make? What the hell is going on? I mean, why is it so complicated? Like to the Gemini, it's like your baby's. Let's say your wife. You technically married your wife, like resonated immediately, and like this woman immediately. And I wasn't forcing on you, but like we're listening at a volume I can't even hear because I'm trying not to be rude. And it's like, what? Your reaction made no sense. Like she said Gemini, and I went back and watched it, later, and it's like I don't think she revealed much about a Gemini, positive or negative. I didn't really pick up on the negativity, much less much information at all. And it's like, why did you just bow up like, oh? I mean, that makes no sense. Like why didn't you say, hey, turn up, let me hear that? If you had no suspicion of your own behavior, why were you so combative to to a, to like to an entity that can't, it's like you can't match your sincerity. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's only one, there's like I got two entities you can't match their sincerity, and like you're fucking. I mean, what it just makes sense. What I'm saying is, y'all stop screaming. Look at my discrepancies. I'm not looking for I'm not looking for it necessarily. Like that's because I've seen enough growing up, and at home. Like can I step outside the house and not see this? I mean, I'm not. Stop screaming. Look how. Look how irreverent and look how irreverent I am. Just scream. Look how irreverent I am. Look how inconsistent, and there's no like true individuation in my personality. Huh? I mean, stop screaming that to me. I don't want to see it to begin with. And God bless. What are we on? That's all I'm saying. Anything like, can we be okay? It's like, I mean, I'm not trying. I mean, why do people assume like some of us are trying not to be okay with you? We're trying to be okay with you. Would you just join us? I mean, why we're not the one. I mean, why is this so complicated? It's like I'm whatever. Like am I trying to consume all your? I mean, she's important. I mean, I don't know. Y'all gamble, ancestors, divinity, universals to gamble with not her. I wouldn't advise it. Huh. Yeah, I would not advise that. Y'all don't want a reality about her. Without that consciousness, you don't want it. Believe me, trust me. So that's why I am here and like ask, hey, stop, do what you're doing for me. That's why I'm not doing this just to commenting, because it ain't that I'm now afraid of like energy interfering, as Philly always stated, like it ain't going anyways, but it matter or not. I mean, that's not, I was already doing that anyway. I was like, yeah. I said, because as soon as I read a comment about how people that resonate with that, I don't need to disturb that with them questioning it and like with they know that resonates with me too, and or maybe more. I don't need to do that. So I let this get in the ether, as I say. Like this is whatever. If it's not picked up on that way, then it ain't worthy of being picked up on. And I'm still like, what people in the bottom of a slave ship do. People before all this this perceived technology, what they do when if their daughter got apprehended or under constant attack and they felt powerless and were at great physical distance away from them and just felt completely powerless, what do they do? So without this, what I'm doing right now, so yeah, it's hard, it's like what do we do then? So but yeah, it's like sometimes, it seems to be increasing. Like, it seems to be like, now it's getting to almost feel like, hey, someone is just taking up, because the pain comes out of nowhere. And I would say is like, the one that called me your other half at one time, it's like, yeah, she has a steel rod in her left leg. And it's like, I'm saying that's, that I didn't do what I did to my left leg. I did fall through the dock, and I didn't let it heal because I had trace amounts of weed in my system. And I thought that I couldn't get, and the idiot boss is about to retire that, thought he could tell people not to talk during the work day. He didn't do it to our group, but I heard that's a word on him. He had done it before. Some just complete male idiot. So I don't hate males. They just bore me to death. The typical male, and I think women are like that with what, the plastics or whatever. Like, they're just, men's, insecurities just basically bore me to fucking death. It ain't about hating them. It's like, but, oh, I'm sorry. It's coming in, ain't it? Where were we? What is that? That's count. I was counting. Sorry. So, mine does kind of feel like, I mean, it seems to be more binary and coming out of, from absolutely no pain at all. And like, and not necessarily the emotion it justifies this massive pain signal coming out of nowhere. But I don't want to be weird about this, nor need to be. I just know my companion, female companion I was with for well over a decade, her sister did burn a cat in a bag once. And, it's like, well, I didn't know that was a voodoo practice. Her sister Gidget did Sims. Yeah, I'm giving her a name. And so it was Sims, like, that was last name Sims, did burn a cat in a bag. And